at your wardrobe and think it looks a bit frumpy, there are items in there that you've had for years and it all feels a bit dated, but you don't know what to replace it with, you don't even know where to get started, well, I've got 10 items that you can remove from your wardrobe today. Hi, my name is Michelle Barra. I've been a personal stylist for 26 years and I'm here to help you build wardrobes that mix and match easily. So today is a little bit of a slant on what I did. Last week I was talking to you about styles that instantly age you. That was a broader scope on this type of cut or colour of clothes. But this time I've got specific ideas of items that you could probably remove from your wardrobe or eventually replace. Now, before I go on, please like, subscribe, share my content with anybody, comment below, because all of that tells YouTube that my videos are interesting and enables me to bring more of this content to you. Thank you so much in advance. And I really do appreciate you guys that comment all the time. Honestly, it means the world to me, so thank you. Number one is those long baggy cardigans. Now, I know a few of you are going to be watching me and they're going to, oh, but I love my really long cardigan. They are fine if you're at home and almost like lounge wear. It's just comfortable when you're at home. But the way they hang on the body, it just comes down like that and it just draws you down. They also add bulk. If you're somebody who doesn't want to add bulk, it will do that because of the nature of the fabric and the cut of it. Now, the only way, if you absolutely love your long cardigans, is the ones that are belted. You can tie them back a little bit at the back so they're not so bulky and hanging. The trouble with those knitted cardigans is it's not just that they add bulk, they've got no shape, so they add nothing flattering to your shape at all. They go out of shape very quickly because of the weight of the fabric. Those long cardigans are a big no-no for me, but like I say, if it's something that you just have for comfort at home, go for it. And also, if you do like it and you're really committed to one, then I would go for one with a belt that you can tie back a bit so that it shows your shape. Now, next up is sensible rain jackets. Now, they're not necessarily rain jackets, but those sort of jackets that often come in, got a nice bit of elastic around the middle, and they might have a little bit of fur around the hood or just be a rain jacket, often in lilac, pale pink, mint green, or pale blue. Okay, to me, that just looks like it's an old person's jacket straight away. It's really hard, I think, with that to dress that up in a way that doesn't look dated. They do look dated because they're often sold in these magazines and places that are aimed at over 50 age group. And I don't know why that is, but they also always go in those colours, like the mint green or the pale blue or the lilac or the pale pink. I think you can almost get away with the same style jacket, but just in a different colour, maybe burgundy, navy blue, black if it works for you, or even purple, but just something that's got a little bit more depth to it. But those types of jackets are really a no-no for me. The alternative that you can go for, if you do like a bit of colour, if you're saying to me, well, actually, I don't want to go for boring navy blue or black, is to go for that bright yellow. You know, you can get the rain jackets, bright yellow with often like a navy blue and white striped lining. Think of the classic kind of fisherman's yellow jacket. If you want to go for something bright, go for something like that. It's vibrant and it would look wonderful on a grey dull day. If you really struggle with colour and don't know whether black works for you or the yellow's too vibrant, book a discovery call with me. I'll put the link here and in the notes. It's entirely free and we can have a little chat about how I might be able to help you with colour so that you can make better choices. Next up is orthopedic style chunky shoes. I know some of you have to wear shoes that support your feet properly. Maybe you've got bunions or other foot issues, maybe dropped arches. Absolutely always go for the shoes that support your feet medically. I am not medically trained in that area, but now you can get styles of those types of shoes in wider fittings with support that are more modern than the ones available before. Next time that pair of shoes wears out, look a little bit further on the internet and see if you can find something that has all that support that you want, but that's in a little bit more of a modern feel, but still feels comfortable. Now, if you've got a wardrobe full of clothes, but nothing to wear, and you end up wearing the 5% of what's in your wardrobe all the time, but you're not sure what to get rid of and what to keep, definitely download my Capsule Wardrobe Planner. It's entirely free. It's got prompts in it to help you decide what to keep, what to lose, what you might want to add, etc. Next up is polyester or usually polyester pull-on trousers. So elasticated all the way around. They're usually a relatively straight leg. They might have a little bit of give in them, bit of lycra in them, something like that. Sometimes they have a seam going down the front. That type of thing instantly, to me, instantly looks aged. So if you are somebody who needs that for whatever reason, maybe you have stomach issues and you want it for comfort, try and go for something more like lounge pants. Look up lounge pants or lounge trousers instead. They're often knitted in quite neutral colours, but they look much more modern and understated than those polyester pull-on stretchy trousers. Because of the material, they can look quite shiny quickly as well. Definitely look up lounge pants and maybe the lounge hoodies or sweatshirts that go with them. They often come as part of coordinates. That's a much more modern take on that style of trouser. Next up is patterned or shiny leggings. And I think the only ones that you can get away with is possibly the black leather look, not too shiny, not the really plasticky looking ones, but the ones that sort of look like leather. You can just get away with those. But anything that's really shiny material or pattern looks dated immediately. There are quite a few brands that sell them. If you're worried about your shape or your bottom, when it's got patterns, that pattern just stretches across your bottom. So yeah, patterned leggings, not a good idea. Shiny leggings, not a good idea. It just enhances that shape. Bright, shiny leggings, not a good idea. So go for matte, go for simple patterns if you're going to go for a pattern, and also high-waisted if you're worried about your tummy. Now next up is puffer jackets. Puffer jackets can add bulk and look dated on the wrong body types. So let me explain. So a puffer jacket in itself is absolutely fine. If you are quite slim, top to bottom, no problem at all. I do think it creates imbalance, but it's not an issue per se. It's not particularly aging or dated or anything like that. I think when it becomes an issue is when maybe you've put a little bit of weight around the middle, which is really common with women, and then they tend to wear bulky kind of fabrics to try and cover that up. A puffer jacket is one of the worst things that you can wear because it makes you look square, straight up and down. If you do like puffer jacket styles, then I would choose one that has a belt around the middle. So you know you get the ones that are still puffer jacket, maybe they've got a hood, but they've got some sort of a belt around the middle, because that will draw you in a bit and it won't look as dated and make you look as frumpy and dowdy. The alternate to puffer jackets is wool tailoring, belted, maybe A-line wool tailoring. That's another great option. Next up is skin coloured pop socks. Now, I'm not sure what they're called everywhere. I'm talking about the skin coloured tights that usually pull up and come to the knee. No, just no, in any kind of shape nor form. I would replace them if you want skin coloured tights or something to keep warm. Either go for tights so they're full length or stockings if they're full length. Or if you want to go a little bit quirky, maybe go for knee-high socks. There's no reason why you can't go away with that. Maybe you've got just a slightly below the knee skirt and you want to wear some knee-high socks with it, so you just catch a little bit of your knee sometimes. I think that's a really nice quirky touch if you're brave enough to wear it. But definitely no to pop socks. Next up is wearing nylon or polyester in shirts and blouses. Although polyester is not brilliant for the environment, it's not a great fabric to go for. I think the younger generation are much better at this, to look for more natural fabrics. And well, by that I mean, where possible, 100% natural fabrics, so not with a polyester mix. But nylon does feel very dated. It feels very 1970s, 1980s. So I would avoid any blouses or tops in nylon. If you can, avoid polyester as well. If you're looking for tops, try and go for ones in natural fabrics, because like I say, it is definitely a more common trend in younger people to try and go for those fabrics above the kind of more man-made fabrics. Now, the next one is probably the easiest one you can do to get started to actually remove something from your wardrobe, and that is saggy, greying, falling apart underwear. So what I wanted you to do is just look at replacing those items with something that's new. It might feel comfortable, but why not replace it with something that also looks good but also feels comfortable? Why have something that looks and feels drab? It's not good for your ego, it's not good for your self-esteem, and a huge part of you looking and feeling vibrant and young is your self-esteem. Gradually replace all those knickers or panties that are falling apart or greying with something newer. Go and find somewhere you can trust to get a bra fitting. Think very carefully about who you go to. I have been to people before myself who have been quite questionable in the advice that they've given me. So in your local area, look at the recommendations, look at the places that have a good reputation and get a bra fitting. Let me know in the comments when you've done it and the difference it made. I bet you when you go, you'll be a different size to what you think you are. So yes, underwear can make a huge difference in not only how you feel on the inside, but also how your clothes hang on the outside. Now, last but not least, this one is a little bit of fun, but I bet that a lot of you watching this will recognize it straight away. And that is a functional handbag or purse full of loads of crap you don't need. So that piece of tissue you didn't actually use that you shoved back in your bag 3 months ago, or the packet of chewing gum that you've got in there, a lot of them are falling out in the bottom of your bag, or that business card someone gave you 2 years ago, which you've never used, never looked at, you can't even remember who the person is. So what I want you to do is go through that bag and just tip it all out. And then think about whether you need a bag that big. Do you need a bag that big to put all your stuff in? Or is it just that you're carrying around every single day of your life loads of crap that you don't actually need? Because I think those biggish, functional looking bags are quite aging as well. You know, the ones with loads of different pockets on the sides, and they're usually this sort of size, and you put them on and traipse around with it around your bag. Could you have something smaller, a bit of a crossbody bag? Or could you even have a backpack or a smaller purse or handbag? Absolutely fine. If for some reason you need to carry around more stuff, carry around more stuff. All I'm saying is, I think a lot of women are carrying around a lot of crap in those bags they don't actually need. So the first thing I want you to do is tip all that rubbish out, eliminate what you don't need, and then decide, do I need a new bag? If so, what sort of style that I could go for? I would consider getting something that matches with shoes and belts that you own so you can easily coordinate outfits together. I think it's a very easy and simple way of pulling an outfit together. So if you are going to go and get another bag, I would recommend thinking about what you already own and how you can match that through. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know from the video if there's anything in your wardrobe that you're going to go and get rid of now. Let me know what you found in the bottom of your bag as well. If you did that, if you emptied out your bag, let me know if there was something random that you've forgotten about completely or you can't remember where it was from. And also let me know if maybe it was the underwear you went for. Did you go through and get rid of loads of that kind of stuff? And it's also socks and tights as well. Let me know in the comments how you get on. Please like, subscribe and share. Have a wonderful week wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.